Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru. It is July 2nd, 2019, and this is a special dedication to Joseph. Now, Joseph had seen my video about how to collect unlimited lives when using a computer, and he says it doesn't work for him in Win 10. Now, Joseph, if you're talking about the Win 10 app, I can completely understand because I don't know how to prompt this kind of thing to happen through any kind of app, whether it's a mobile app or this Win 10 app. However, playing through Facebook, through a private browser, I think will work, but we're here to test that theory. If we're using Microsoft Edge, which is the Windows 10 browser. So we're going through a browser. So here I am at level 3102. Now this also should work for the number of striped wrapped I get because I have the daily treat calendar. So I have 1157 of those. So I'm going to remember this ends in a 7. And I'll go ahead and play this level and I'll purposefully lose. So all I have to do is take one turn. And now I'm going to exit and I press the quit button. I failed. They're very blunt, aren't they? So now I only have 4 lives. What I want to do at this point, let's say I had exhausted all my lives. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I've shown how to do this both on Firefox and on Chrome. So now that I have Windows 10, I can show you this. And I'm going to go to a new in private window. So let's go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to enter Facebook. See, I'm doing this through Facebook. Now is a good time for me to pause because I just don't think you should be able to see my passwords. I'll meet you back here in just a moment. So here I am. I'm going to play on Facebook, and I'm going to see if I can get my 5 lives back, my full life meter back. If not, I'm going to try a couple of other things. I'm wondering if maybe I have to close the other window because that sometimes happens in Google Chrome where you have to go through a few extra hoops, which is why when I play this game I tend to play it through Mozilla as my browser. Things just run more smoothly for me there, although with each new update there are always little nuances and things that can be surprising. That's why I like to announce when I find these things the date at which I'm recording this, because first of all, things can change. Browser updates, game updates can really alter the way things happen. But then also, I know that we all get sometimes a different experience, and sometimes just changing your device or browser will give you a different experience. I've got different profiles, and the mini games that I get for those profiles are completely different. But this is basically an exploit of the system. It's a little bit of a glitch that King hasn't noticed or hasn't thought enough to try to fix. And so we can exploit that glitch to our benefit. We're all very familiar with, there we go, with glitches that happen to our disadvantage. So here we're using a glitch that is going to increase our advantage. Now, one thing that has never worked for me is I've never been able to spin the daily booster wheel in 2 different areas. So if I pull up this and I spin the daily booster wheel, but let's try it because experimenting is so much fun on this. And then I spin here. Let's see if I can get something on each one. It's the same profile. Oh, it might let me claim. Now I've got a fish and I've got a color bomb. Well, I like color bomb better than fish. So let's see if it'll let me claim here. I didn't check to see if I had enough, but it looks like it worked on both. And I've never gotten that to happen for me. But did you notice that I do have my 5 full lives? So Joseph, I think that because you didn't see me do this, you may have misinterpreted how I do this, but I can just keep refreshing and get 5 full lives, and I only have 1157 of this striped wrapped. So that's a bit different, but guess what? I'm on a different browser and it's not giving me the treat calendar, and that's why it's not working for me. Although if I go to a different browser, if I go to Mozilla and go on a private browser there, I will get that treat, and so I have to sometimes experiment and play around with what I can get where. So funny, though. Look at this. No treat calendar here. I get the daily spin wheel and I get the candy pet. If I go back over to here, I get the daily treat calendar, the dynamic duo, the Candy Chronicles, the treat calendar, the Candy Quest, and then if I come to here, I get the candy pet. So same exact profile, two different browsers. Actually, they're both the Windows 10 Microsoft Edge browser. One is incognito, one isn't, and it gives me a different experience. Please experiment and feel free to share your experiences. Joseph, I hope that this was enlightening. If this was helpful to folks, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would help me out. Now that I know I can get the daily spin a couple of times, I'm going to investigate that more fully and track my my numbers of my boosters to see if I'm actually getting credit for 2 spins, and I might do that every day now. As always, thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Bye-bye.